Okay, so I'm really working at getting comfortable with the camera. And the one thing that I don't like, but I'm discovering, is that lighting is, of course, everything. And I find it really odd that I have one light, only one light that I think that, you know, makes me look way better than any of the other lights or what reality is probably. Because even my photographs. So, I mean, this is as good as it gets, and this is the lighting I'm going to use to at least get comfortable with doing some videoing. So, COVID-19 has been a little bit nuts in a good way. I mean, it's really given me a chance to do a lot of reflecting. I have had burns and crashes. I've had amazing tears. Um, you know, having to deal. Let me show you my kitty cat. We went to the vet today. This is Aries, and she has sinus issues as well. I have them, she has them. We both flare up at the same time, so I don't know if it's an empathic thing or whatever, but I'm getting way off subject. But anyway, we went to the vet today, and she's got her steroid shot, and she got some antibiotics. This is her little nose. It's getting way better. Yes, and she's been so loving. When she goes to the vet, it's like she knows that it's because I love her and that we're taking care of things and that she's going to be okay. I mean, she's attuned to Reiki 1, so she carries the Reiki energy in her all the time, and I do Reiki with her as well. So, but sometimes you have to just let Western medicine step in and do what somehow the natural way isn't managing to do. But so COVID has been transforming because I've chosen it to be. I started working things with my lymph system, not limp, the lymph system. I learned something on TikTok about the heel drops. So, and I'm doing that at least 100 times a day because I think it does move the lymph. So you stand on your toes and then you just drop to your heels. And you stand on your toes and you drop to your heels. You stand up, up, down, up, down. So I've been doing that. The increase of my vitamin C, I take anywhere from probably 15 to 2,000 milligrams a day of vitamin C just to keep me boosted. I've been juicing a lot more. I rarely eat chicken. I don't eat fish because I don't like it, and red meat's just taboo for me. I won't eat red meat anymore. But I do a lot of plant-based. I'm still a carbaholic, but I'm getting better. Now I will eat carbs from everything that's natural in its natural state. Any fruit, any vegetable, I'll eat those carbs. However, the processed stuff is really bad for the body, so I've been dropping some weight. I choose to stay happy and positive. Just transforming everything. The rides have been amazingly bumpy at times. I'm not going to lie about that. There have been a few times I didn't know if I was really going to make it because through my healing journey, I have had a lot of losses in like a 6-year span, just constant loss after loss after loss. And there's kind of a breaking point where, and even being better, to revisit some of those moments are difficult. So those have popped up every now and again, and then questioning all of my inner stuff, because that's really all I'm about. Is I'm more about my soul than I am about this life. That's always been a speed bump, but that's okay. I've planted. I have a beautiful garden. I've been doing some videos of that, and I continue to do that. I'm letting my creative juices flow again. I absolutely, for 2 months, from the beginning of June, for 2 months, I got off of Facebook. I didn't want anything to do with Facebook. I was getting so upset at the people that I knew and loved could be so harmful to society, to humanity, and to be that naive. And so I started having ill feelings towards these people. And then they would say some of the darndest stuff. And it's like, wow, your opinion is making me have an opinion. And I didn't like even my own opinion. So I had to put the brakes on that. And I also decided that I was not going to do much news. Just enough news to get the gist of stuff. But when I chose to leave the news, I knew that I wasn't burying my head, okay? Because I have a certain amount of foresight. I have a lot of common sense. And when you can see all of this and these issues happening before they're happening, and you know they're coming because you're wise enough and you're attentive enough and you have common sense to actually watch hearings and see documents and do your own research, that's the truth. It's not fake news. It's stuff happening like now. So it's like, okay, I gotta just stop. And I felt that it was really important. God bless you, honey. It was really, really important that I disengage from thought. I didn't want to think. I didn't want to think about how I was thinking. I didn't want to have a reason for it. I wasn't ready to deal with any of that. I'm very spiritual. I love to meditate. I dedicate a lot of my time in contemplation or meditation. But I had to get to feeling, and that was my key. That has been probably the biggest thing that has taken the world off of my shoulders. Rather than knowing that how bad it was going to get and all of that, it's like, I don't need to know anything. I don't need to think anything. So what I'm going to do is, what did I love when I was a little girl? What were the things that I loved when I was a little girl? And I loved Bewitched. I loved it. My favorite cartoon of all cartoons, and probably still one of my most favorite things to watch over anything, are the Flintstones. I love the Flintstones. I adore Pebbles. See my hair, I've got Pebbles little do. But so I binge watched that. It's like, okay, you know, and I didn't really go through withdrawal from getting off of the news, but I knew that I had to find something that was going to also get me out of my own thought, and I just wanted to feel, so I could feel happy and have some of those good memories, especially because people that I loved so much at the time now are, you know, already in heaven. So I got to connect with that, and I'm going to save my crazy COVID-19 story for the next video. Or maybe one after that. I'm not sure, because the bad news is there is just a slightly crazy part of who I am. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a little nuts. I'm harmless. I usually make a point, for whatever that means. And so far I haven't been arrested. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to leave that with you. This is my first real vlog and talking about COVID-19. I may learn how to do some editing and throw in some of my gardening that I've done. Created such beautiful space. I'm coloring and I'm doodling. Doodling is way fun. I'll show you that sometime, maybe on the next video or vlog. But you know, I'm making the most of it. Yes, the little tiny pieces of reality, of loss, of solitude, of, you know, what really is affecting us and how we're being affected, that is there. And I honor it. I acknowledge it. I don't have to live in it. I don't have to be just that. There's so many ways to look at one thing, and my choice right now is to be that little girl and to color and to create. I love my solitude. I am my best friend. You know, I've been able to stay alone. I mean, without any noise. I drove to and from Colorado, which is about 2,000 miles, without any music, without any radio. It was just me and the cat's out and Aries back. So COVID is a strange bird. It's more than a virus. It's a teacher, it's a lesson. And I do hope that everybody stays well, myself included. Wear the masks. Seriously, it's the littlest thing you can do to make somebody like me be able to go out and be a part of everything. When you're not wearing masks, when they're not enforced, I'm the one that's stuck at home. I'm the one ordering Instacart or having friends help out. I take risks just because I can't afford to do all of the delivery services coming towards me. So wear the mask so that we can enjoy our eyes outside and being a part of it all too. It's such a little thing, such a small thing. So thank you, stay well, peace out, and until the next video, stay safe.